Righty folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, I'm in a gloriously sunny Lower East Side of Manhattan. Why have I come down here today? Well, behind me here is possibly the most famous and oldest deli in all of New York. It's Katz's Deli. This place knocks out pastrami sandwiches, corned beef sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, and loads of sort of Jewish-inspired, kosher kind of delicacies. Now, Meg Ryan really enjoyed this place back in the day. Like, really enjoyed it. Now, I like a sandwich. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a sandwich quite that much, but you never know. This might be the place. So come on, let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? Right guys, so I've come inside. This whole place looks phenomenal. The smells coming from that cooked meat are great too. You get given a little ticket here, and basically what you do, as you move your way along the counters, they'll stamp what you have to pay at the end, you know? So, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna get myself a matzo ball soup first, then I'm gonna get along here and get a couple of different sandwich options. Really looking forward to this. Hello my friend, can I please get one matzo ball soup?
To go or stay here?
To stay here, yeah. Here. Thank you. You certainly can have the ticket. Thank you very much. So that's the soup ordered. Like I said, get a tray then and move along. I wonder what I'm going to go for sandwich-wise. I'm going to get a couple of half sandwiches, I think, because the sandwiches here are massive. I would like a half pastrami sandwich and half a corned beef, if possible. And then,
Side by side.
yeah, can put them together. That's fine. Yeah, that's no problem.
You can do it
And maybe
at the top or half and half. How you like it?
just half. Yeah, half and half is perfect. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a look at those beautiful pieces of meat over there, steaming up, really nice and hot. It's all freshly carved, going into my sandwich. So we've gone for the classic pastrami. It's the biggest seller here. They sell 15,000 pounds of this stuff a week. And corned beef, I think, is the second biggest seller too. So really interested to try this. This is the corned beef. Oh, look at this beautiful meat. That is just going to pull apart. Look at this. Oh, let's just try this by itself. Oh, that is tender. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. A really nice flavour to it. That is going to be brilliant in a sandwich, maybe with some mustard. Love it. Got a really nice kind of saltiness to it. That's fabulous.
You want some mustard on the bread?
A little bit of mustard would be great, yeah, thank you. Definitely mustard's going to work with this nicely. Oh, look at that. They don't mess around with the portions here. Imagine getting a sandwich like that in Tesco back home. Never going to happen, is it? Never going to happen. So that's the corned beef. He's going to knock up the pastrami one for me now. What a treat this is. What a treat. What I like about this is all freshly sliced per sandwich, you know? Oh, and the pastrami. So again, this is a little bit less fatty than the corned beef. You can see here. So this is made with a little spicing on the outside as well. So here, I'm getting a more beefy flavour, and you're picking up those spices on the outside. The corned beef's a little fattier, so a little more unctuous. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on, get to the table and eat some sandwiches. Okay then guys, I have everything here. More than I need probably. What do we have? Let's go in for the sandwiches. Look at this. There's a pastrami sandwich. You see what I mean about them not scrimping on the portions? Absolutely rammed full. We come around here, we have the corned beef sandwich. Similarly, absolutely jam-packed. Put that down to one side for a second. It comes with a side of pickles here. You know me. These are not cornichons. These are proper big dill pickles. We have the matzo ball soup. Now I'll talk to you about that as I'm eating it. A very kind of light thin broth with some carrots and bits in and that big matzo ball. And that comes with a little bag of oyster crackers. And they're expecting me to get messy here. They really are. So, I've got to keep hold of this ticket. This is what I need to pay. Basically, as you're going along, they scroll down how much you've spent. And then they'll charge you at the end. I'm going to start with this soup first. Let's bring this in. Now, this matzo ball in the middle is basically like a big dumpling. I think what it's constructed from is a type of flour, not regular flour like we would use, and then it's mixed with some egg, beaten egg, some water, and some chicken fat. That's the fat they use in it. And then this soup, which, like I say, is a very, very light, thin broth. Almost looks like a cup of tea. Let's try that broth first. That's a very nice chicken broth, actually. A little bit salty. So very, very fresh tasting. I say there's little bits of vegetables in there. There's carrot in there, there's celery, and you can pick up that celery in the broth flavour. They're cooked through very nicely. Pretty soft, but with a tiny little bit of bite. But let's see what's this matzo ball all about. We get into it. Now, what I'm hoping is that this, as you split it open, starts to take on some of the liquid from that broth, and therefore it will flavour it as well. Dumplings can be a little bit bland if you don't get the flavour of whatever it's in there. Goodness me, but that's not bland. Wowzers. Let's just try some from the top here. In fact, I'll bring it in so you can have a little look at the texture of it. There you go. You can see little bits of herbs in there. So, it's not the lightest dumpling you'll ever have, but it's not dense either. Somewhere in the middle. But what it has got is a lot of flavour, and I think that's coming from that chicken fat. Let's try a little bit of everything all together. Some of the veggies, some of the matzo ball, some of the broth. That's excellent. That really is excellent. They always say in sort of Jewish households and whatever that chicken soup can cure pretty much any ailment. I think this is the stuff. I think this will cure anything. Oh, I'm excited for this, folks. I am excited. So, let's try these little pickles first. So I think this might be just a fresh cucumber and a pickled cucumber. Fresh, salted a little. And this. That's got that lovely vinegary hit. And that's going to work really nicely, particularly with that corned beef, I think, to cut through the fattiness of it. Speaking of which, it is the corned beef sandwich I'm going to start with first. There we go. Again, let's bring you in for a nice shot of how packed that is. We spoke at the counter about the quality of the meat. It's served on rye bread. I mean, this is Python mode time, isn't it? You really have got to dislocate your jaw to enjoy this sandwich. They put mustard on there. There's additional mustard on the table, should I want it. The bread is kind of struggling to hold it all together, if I'm honest, but come on. Wow. It's all falling out of this sandwich. No bread is going to keep all this together, is it? That fatty unctuousness of that corned beef. That is just next level. The bread, you can't really pick up any flavour of it because the bread to meat ratio is not in its favour, is it? Let's be honest. The mustard is what I'd call an American mustard, kind of like you get on a hot dog, but it does feel a little spicier than a regular one. A little bit more oomph to it. But it's the quality of the meat. That's what this is all about. You can see, just by me lifting it up, it's almost falling apart to the touch. God. That, my friends, is an exceptional sandwich. Like I say, the only possible criticism I could have is that the bread needs to be a bit more robust. But I mean, they've been here since 1888. I'm sure they're pretty happy with what they're doing. So, let's try a little bit of this dill pickle, like I say, to cut through some of that richness. And now, this, their biggest seller by some margin, the pastrami sandwich. Is this going to give me my Meg Ryan moment? I can't hear anybody else enjoying it quite as much as Meg did. But you know, we're fairly early in the morning. We've come in before the crowds turn up. If you get here too late, they are queuing down the street for this place and it might take you an hour to get a sandwich. So I'm basically eating this for breakfast. Look at how packed that is again though. And you can see the bark on the meat there. This pastrami is about a 30-day process in the making, with the brining, with the cooking, the rubs going on it, the steaming, all sorts. Come to Papa. Oh my word. So, because it's not quite as fatty as the corned beef, the bread is actually holding up a little bit better here because there's not so much soaking into it, but it's still super juicy and super tender. The spices on the outside of this bark are next level. And we've had pastrami back in the UK. It's not like this. It is not like this. Good Lord, I mean, I'm just going to take a piece out by itself. There we go. Look at the colour of that. It's soft, juicy, tender, and packed full of flavour. And again, the mustard matches with it beautifully. And I love these pickles. This is a classic example of a place doing what it does, doing what it's done for years, and doing it brilliantly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? That's so good. I mean, this in itself is a meal that will set you up for a whole day, I guess. And if you start to feel a little bit ropey because you've eaten too much, you've always got the lovely Jewish soup, haven't you? And that'll help you because it cures anything, doesn't it? God. Right, guys, and this is just confusing for me because I don't know what to go for next. Keep having a spoon of the soup, bite of the sandwich, bite of the pickles. It's all very, very tasty. Obviously, I've got my ticket here. What it looks like to me on here, can you see? They write down the cost of things you're ordering and add it up as you go along. So, the soup was $9.95, and it looks like these 2 halves of sandwich with a little plate of pickles is $31.95. No, that's a lot for a sandwich, isn't it? It is a lot. I mean, it is packed. But it's plenty of money. I am going to have to take that into account when I score it outside. Let's go and do that now. Right then, folks, Katz Deli. Gotta say, I really enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as Meg Ryan enjoyed it, but it was blooming good, blooming good. So, what did I have? The matzo ball soup. That was delicious. Really, really tasty. Lovely light broth. The matzo ball itself was actually packed full of flavour, more than I expected. $9.95 US. So what's that, about £7.5, £8, something like that, I guess. Doesn't seem too unreasonable. So I just had to move out of the way because I was about to get run over by a taxi. Don't need that to happen, do I? Right, so the sandwiches. I had the corned beef and I had the pastrami. Now the pastrami is by far their biggest seller, sells double the amount of the corned beef. Do you know what? I don't think it should. I think the corned beef was the better of the two. Really, really juicy, unctuous meat. Tasted a little bit saltier because you got that fat content in there. God, it was good. And it worked really well with the mustard. It probably worked better with the mustard than the pastrami did. The pastrami, though, was still great. Really, really tasty. The bark on there was full of flavour. Really excellent. The bread, that's one area that I think they should look at, for me personally. Particularly with the corned beef, it just couldn't hold it all together. So it made it very difficult to eat. But the flavours are great. Absolutely great. And those little pickles, the cucumber and the pickles and whatever, a nice little side. Now, the bill. So, when I went to the counter first and ordered the sandwiches, I put a $10 tip in, which, you know, then they give you the little tasters and whatever. It's the done thing, apparently. Overall, for the soup and the sandwich, yeah, someone likes their horn, don't they? Right, overall, I've paid $40.90, okay, for the sandwich and the soup. Now, the soup was $9.95. That means the sandwich was $30.95. I mean, that's best part of £25, isn't it? 23, 24, something like that? That's a lot of money for a sandwich, a lot of money. I know it's stacked full of quality meat, but still, I mean, that's hard to get your head around a bit, isn't it? Of course, then, because you're paying, you've got to add another tip on the end, so I had to add another 15%. So I paid the $10 tip originally and another $6.14. So I ended up paying, is there some tax on there? Yeah, some sales tax on top as well, $3.63. So my soup and sandwich has ended up costing me $50.67 plus the original $10 I put in. All the money. So, I mean, I've got to take that into account with my score. I mean, if I'm looking at it in terms of the food, I mean, you're pushing a 5, aren't you? You're pushing a 5. Taking the cost into account, I mean, bear in mind, it's not like table service or anything like that. You're going to a counter, you're ordering stuff there. It's kind of almost canteen style, if you like. Yeah, I've got to take a touch off for that. Got to. It's just too much money. So, but it's not going to be a lot. Where are we going to go? 4.7, there we are. 4.7 out of 5. Would I come here again? Yeah. The price is high, no doubt. But it's an iconic place. The food is really tasty. And I'd definitely come back. Another slight change of angle, because the wind has got up. It's blowing me all over the shop. God. I thought Chicago's supposed to be the windy city, not New York, but today this is proving me wrong. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help the channel. If you've ever been to Katz Deli, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this one, take a little look through the vault, see what else you enjoy. There's going to be a whole New York, US playlist, because I'm going to be out on my travels a little bit, not just staying in New York. So yeah, check that out. And if you like it, subscribe, ding your bell for notifications. I'm going before I get blown away. See you next time, folks.